Hi, Tony Poulos here at Tmforum's Digital Transformation Asia event in Kuala Lumpur. Today I have with me Vaibhav Dongre, who is the GM, Global Head of Marketing at Tata Communications Transformation Services. Vaibhav, welcome.
Hi, Tony.
I believe you ran a very effective workshop here at this event, all about building the future telco. Can you give me some feedback or some insights in how that went?
Sure, Tony. So, as you know, last couple of years, the overall telecom industry has been under tremendous competitive pressure to launch the new age digital services more rapidly, cheaper, faster, smarter kind of expectations from the market. And while the consumers are also very quickly getting used to these services, telcos also realize that they have to go through profound transformation. So about a couple of years back, we launched this research with OVM Consulting, where we wanted to understand the transformation priorities of telcos. So we went around the world asking about 60 plus telcos that we interviewed, and to understand their transformation priorities, which we categorized as short-term, medium-term, and long-term. These were based on the market segments that we defined, based on the business influences of these telecom operators, based on their global coverage, the network expanse, the kind of markets they deal with, and things like that. So we have a nice 6x6 matrix giving us 6 different market segments across 6 domains and the priorities therein. So building the future telco is all about a great idea of how this journey of getting more competitive to build a smarter, faster, more efficient communication network should be traversed. So we call it simplify, automate, innovate, because we realize that this is more or less the journey that most telcos are about to take. So the way we put it is transform operations to simplify business, make it simpler both for your internal customers, employees, partners, the entire ecosystem, and obviously the customers. The second part that we talk about is driving efficiencies through automation. So we are already approaching the hyper automation kind of an era where, you know, what I believe is if you don't automate, whatever can be automated will get automated, whether you like it or not. If you don't do it, somebody else will. And on that premise, we're saying drive efficiencies very actively through automation. And somebody like very rightly said, simplification done right is a lot of automation done right is simplification itself. And then also telcos will have to grapple with these new revenue streams through the digital services. So that's where we're bringing in the aspect of driving new revenues through the innovation side of things. Telcos will have to seriously embrace the innovation ecosystem. And this is to be all done in the aegis of the customer experience. That's why you see enhanced customer experience on the outer ring, and all of this transformation is done in the context of customer experience. And now we are starting to track the entire end-to-end delivery of these digital services.
You talked about that journey, and I presume that a lot of the operators are well on their way on that journey, and I don't know whether they'll reach the end point, but can you give us some examples, some insights on how some of those use cases are coming out?
Sure. So from the research that we did, we do realize that a lot of operators have voted that they are already in progress on the transformation. Some of them, and especially this category was very important for us to understand, the ones who voted that our transformation is completed. So we went back to them and checked. So they said, no, that's a part of the transformation that is completed, but an overall transformation. So still, to answer your question, transformation is an ongoing process right now to become more competitive and relevant in the marketplace, the way telcos are evolving right now. Also, one very interesting use case around network planning and design. So there is a paradigm shift in the way we look at network planning and design now. What I love to call it as lean CapEx initiative, but there are things happening there. We're focusing a lot on that. We've done pretty much very successful trials, and the results are very encouraging. Other areas such as the automation gets into the NOC, where we call it as the NOC absolutely doesn't get any ticket. That's how far the predictive can go, and automation in terms of resolving those issues.
Well, it sounds like a complex journey for a lot of people, and they're still going through, and I'm sure you'll be able to help out. Thanks very much for being with me today, Vaibhav.
Thanks, Tony.